Good morning. It is Sunday morning before church. I'm putting my pot roast in with all of my vegetables so it can be cooking while I'm at church because my grandsons are coming over today, so we have to make a big deal. I mean a big meal. So I've got this screaming hot Dutch oven pan, and I'm talking is screaming hot, so I'm going to turn my fan on low because what I want to do is I want to sear these sides, all sides of it, and that's what you want to hear. So I'll be back in just a second once it's all seared. And that's it, because I'm going to be adding some other seasonings in. But be sure whenever you're searing meat is go ahead and get it on all the sides. That's why I have it standing up right here, so I can get the sides here on those. Because what this is going to do is it's going to seal everything off, and it'll seal the juices in there so you don't end up with a dry piece of roast. So it'll be just 1 second here, and don't forget, if you have any questions at all, feel free to call me. I mean, not call me, but send me an email or send me a message on Facebook, or even make a comment here on this video. And you'll see where it's seared all the way around. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some beef broth. I just add in just a little bit, maybe a cup, and I go ahead and turn my heat off because it's pretty, I'm going to be putting this in the oven here in just a second. So it's starting to boil here, the beef broth is. And what I want to do is I want to take my spoon here and I want to get up all that goodness off the bottom. That equals flavor. Don't forget that. And then I add in a can of cream of chicken soup. Sometimes I do cream of mushroom, sometimes I do cream of roasted garlic mushroom. It just depends on what I have on hand. This is the one that I had on hand today in my pantry. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and stir it around just a little bit, just to get it all over in here. And remember now, when this is cooking, this is going to be adding juices in while it's cooking, so you don't have to worry about the pan getting dry and things like that. So I took some carrots, and I do not peel my carrots because it adds nutritional value, so I just washed them up and I cut them up. Dump those in there. This is one of the easiest meals you ever make. Some mushrooms, I wiped them off, washed them, and I sliced these up. And these are baby bellas, baby portobello mushrooms. And I took some onions and I quartered these. Well, no, I sliced them into wedges. And I add that in there. And then I took a little bag of gold potatoes, the little potatoes. And what I did is I just sliced them in half, because I cooked when my children were at home. I always cooked for 7, and so we had to make things stretch. So I learned how to make things stretch, and one of the ways to make it stretch and make it look like you have more, or they're eating more, is you slice your potatoes in half, and then they think they're getting more potatoes than they really are. I do that with several things. Alright, and I'm just going to give it a quick mushing down here. Just like that. I'm going to rinse out my can here. And I'll just add it back in here. Alright, and that's what it's supposed to look. Oh, almost forgot. I've got Lipton onion soup mix that I add in. And I just sprinkle it over the top because it's all going to be mixing together whenever it cooks. And so that's what it's supposed to look like whenever you put it in your oven. I have my oven set on, I have a convection oven. Well, I have an oven which can be converted into a convection oven. So I've got it on convection roast at 350. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the lid on there, put it in my oven, and I will see you after church. Hello, I'm back from church and I have my roast still going in the oven. I've got some green beans going on and I have some macaroni and cheese going on. But I'm going to focus on my Brussels sprouts with you today. So what I did is I went ahead and took Brussels sprouts and I cut the bottoms off of them and I cut them in half. And then you get a screaming hot pan and then you take about 5 or 6 tablespoons of olive oil and you put it in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to put these in here. Put you some garlic in. Whatever you want, however much you want. It's fine. Stir it up. And some salt. And pepper. I already have my oven set on 400 degrees, so whenever these caramelize up a little bit, I can put them right in the oven here. So we're going to do these undisturbed right now. And I will be back whenever we get the Brussels sprouts to move into the oven. Thank you. Okay, I just took my roast out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you, are you ready? Because my boys are in the room playing. So if they saw this, they would want to eat now, and I've got other things to prepare. There it is. Look at that. The carrots have cooked down, the mushrooms, the onions, the potatoes, and then we've got the tender chuck roast right here. And this is what we all love right here. And we're going to be serving it up and eating it here in a little bit. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the pot roast recipe. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back after the Brussels sprouts are done, and this is what they look like when they are complete. And I just sprinkled a little bit of balsamic glaze over them and added some salt and pepper, and these are good to go. And I'm getting ready to call the boys in for dinner, and I hope that you enjoy this meal with us. That you prepared this meal for your family and you enjoyed it as much as we do. Have a great day. Bye-bye.